Good evening, everybody. How is all my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope all y'all are having a wonderful day. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we're going to be doing the 2025 WWE Raw Recap Episode 12, which was live from London, England, as we was reminded many times throughout the evening. What was your favorite moment of Monday Night Raw? Let me know down in the comment section below. You want to say hi? You want to talk about wrestling? Just post a comment down in the comment section below, and I read and reply to every positive message I see. Don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future videos. With that being said, I hope everybody continues to have an amazing day, and without further ado, let's get to... And this week's episode of Monday Night Raw was live from London, England, as we was reminded many times throughout the evening, and we kicked things off with hustle, loyalty, and respect. John Cena for the third week in a row, and John Cena came down to the ring. He was pretending that he was going to start to cut a promo before he would stop, and right when John Cena was going to start his promo, Cody Rhodes' music hit, and Cody Rhodes came out to the ring. And Cody Rhodes said, "We've heard enough of you speak over the last few weeks." And he said that everybody can see through this John Cena, and asked John Cena to really say why. And John Cena got the mic, and he started to call Cody Rhodes a paper champion, essentially. We were reminded of the time when Cody Rhodes was John Cena's chauffeur, his lackey, and Cena said that at WrestleMania 41 he'll bury Cody Rhodes. John Cena said at the end of his big spiel that he builds empires, and Cody Rhodes ended up calling John Cena a piece of you-know-what, and these two ended up going face to face before John Cena attempted a cheap shot at Cody Rhodes, but Cody Rhodes was ready and prepared, got John Cena in the signature move, and Cody Rhodes was able to hit a beautiful crossroads on John Cena, and we saw John Cena was momentarily knocked out, and that's the segment that kicked off Monday Night Raw. After that, the New Day showed up, and they arrived, and we was wondering who the New Day's opponent was going to be, as the New Day was going to Adam Pearce, saying they deserve a title opportunity, and Adam Pearce said, "Fine, I'll give you a chance to prove it." Adam Pearce came out and announced that the New Day's next opponent was Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, the returning New Catch Republic. And Xavier Woods and Tyler Bate started off this match. Tyler Bate was in control, as he was able to get the tag over to Pete Dunne. And when Pete Dunne got in this match, we started to see a lot of joint manipulation. Pete Dunne would attempt to break the fingers of Xavier Woods, but Dunne was able to get the tag back into Bate, and Tyler Bate had the New Day outside the ring, so he hit a patented suicide dive on both Kofi and Xavier as we went to the commercial break. And when we returned from the commercial break, Pete Dunne was in control, but while we saw a double team from the New Day, Xavier Woods was able to hit a beautiful drop kick for a 1-2 kick out, and then Xavier Woods started to get cocky, which ended up turning into a chop fest, and the New Day were able to hit a DDT on the apron, and Kofi Kingston was able to go to the top rope and hit a top rope elbow for a 1-2 kick out. That's when Pete Dunne started to get control of the match, and he was able to get the tag to Tyler Bate. And when Tyler Bate got in there, he ended up running wild all over the New Day. He hit a suplex. Bate hit an airplane spin, and it was really up to the races before Bate got the tag to Pete Dunne, and we saw the double team from the New Catch Republic, which led from a German suplex and a clothesline for a 1-2 saved by Xavier Woods. And then Pete Dunne got sick'em on Xavier Woods as he broke the fingers of Xavier Woods. No, but on the other side, Kofi Kingston was able to hit an SOS on Tyler Bate for a 1-2 kick out. Then Kofi Kingston was able to get the tag to Xavier Woods, and Xavier Woods came in and took control of the match before Pete Dunne was able to tag in Tyler Bate as the New Catch Republic was able to get control of the match. And quick tags from the New Catch Republic as Tyler Bate tagged in Pete Dunne. But then Pete Dunne walked into a New Day double team, followed by a Daybreaker from Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. And 1, 2, 3, the New Day were able to defeat the New Catch Republic on Monday Night Raw via pinfall. They walked up the ramp and had an interview with Kathy Kelly, and the New Day pretty much said, yeah, we deserve a tag team title opportunity now, and they demanded to face the tag team, have the tag team title match before the War Raiders music hit, and Eric and Ivar came out with the tag team titles over their shoulders, and we saw the War Raiders and the New Day going face to face with the War Raiders holding up the tag team titles, and that's how we ended hour 1 of Monday Night Raw. This week's episode of Monday Night Raw was live from London, England, as we was reminded many times throughout the evening, and we kicked off hour 2 with the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther going one-on-one with Jimmy Uso, as Jimmy was firing chops on Gunther early in this match. Gunther was able to hit a boot on Uso. The match did spill out of the ring. Gunther chopping Uso, threw Uso into the barricade. But when Gunther attempted to hit a power bomb, Jimmy Uso was able to power out, punch Gunther, and then was able to hit a suicide dive. And Jimmy Uso attempted a splash at this point. And Jimmy Uso had all the momentum in the world, but Gunther was able to get the knees up. As Gunther then attempted to go to the top rope, but Jimmy Uso ended up meeting him there and was able to hit a suplex from the top rope. Then Jimmy Uso went back to the top rope, was able to hit the Uso splash for a 1-2 kick out, and Jimmy Uso had all systems going at this point against Gunther, but Gunther was able to get right back into this match as he took Jimmy Uso out with a chop, then was able to deliver a clothesline to Jimmy Uso outside of the ring as we went to the commercial break. And then when we returned from the commercial break, Gunther was still in control of this match. Jimmy, though, was fighting back with a slap, with kicks, and even a suplex. But Gunther seemed almost unfazed by this as he was able to hit a drop kick followed by a power bomb. We all thought the match was over from there, 1-2, but then Gunther pulled the shoulder up, and the commentary desk even saying this match is over, just end it. But Gunther started to talk to Jimmy Uso, saying you could have prevented all of this, before hitting the clothesline on Jimmy Uso, before pinning Jimmy 1-2, but then Gunther pulled Jimmy's shoulder off the mat again. before Gunter locked in the sleeper on Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso went to sleep, and the referee ending the match. Gunter ended up defeating Jimmy Uso by via knockout slash submission. And then Gunter ended up locking in the sleeper again before Jey Uso arrived and beat down Gunter. And Gunter ran away at this point, and we went to commercial. And this is the segment where if you're a younger audience, just skip ahead a couple of minutes because what happened when we came back from the commercial break was very graphic. Fair warning, because Gunter returned. And when Jay was helping Jimmy out, and Gunter returned from behind, attacking Jey Uso, attacking security. Gunter then zip tied Jey Uso to the rope and continued to attack Jimmy Uso. Then Gunter hit Jimmy Uso with the title and taunted Jey Uso even more. And when we saw Jimmy Uso, he was busted open from the shot with the title. And then Gunter hit a power bomb, and he continued to beat down a bloody Jimmy Uso before Gunter ended up choking out Jimmy Uso in front of his brother Jay. Jay at this point is still zip tied to the rope. And finally, security, Adam Pearce came down and broke it all up. And honestly, this was one of the most savage segments I have seen in WWE in a very long time. And I send my best out to Jimmy Uso, wish him a quick recovery, and hopefully he's back in action before we know it. And then we had a recap from SmackDown with the contract signing between Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk, and their triple threat match at WrestleMania 41. And then we had a Judgment Day promo, and Liv Morgan at this point did remind Dominic Mysterio that Finn Balor lost his Intercontinental Championship opportunity. You did not. Maybe we're planting some seeds there with the Judgment Day. The time will tell. And then we got into our next match of the evening, which was just suddenly thrown at us. We got Penta and Braun Breaker taking on the Judgment Day. Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. And honestly, this wasn't a bad match. Penta and Dominic Mysterio started this match off, and Dominic Mysterio was actually in control of this match early, thanks to double teams from the Judgment Day, until Penta was able to hit his flying move and was able to tag in Braun. And when Braun Breaker got in, it was game on. Braun Breaker immediately was able to come out and hit a shoulder tackle, and Dom scurried out of the ring before tagging in Finn Balor. But that didn't seem to matter because Braun Breaker seemed untouchable as he continued to control this match before he tagged in Penta. And then Penta was able to hit his drop kick in the corner. And after that, Dom jumped in, and Penta sent Dom out of the ring. At this point, Dominic and Finn Balor were out the ring next to each other, dazed. And you know what happens next. Penta hitting a suicide dive on the Judgment Day as we went to the commercial break. And when we returned from the commercial break, the Judgment Day were in control as Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio were making quick tags back and forth as the Judgment Day was laying the double team on Penta and Braun Breaker. Got a 1-2 kick out. And then Dominic Mysterio attempted to go with the three amigos. He was able to hit two amigos, but not three, as Penta was able to reverse it into a backstabber. which led to both men being down. And Dominic was able to get the tag to Finn Balor, and relatively at the same time, Penta was able to get the tag to Braun Breaker. And Braun Breaker came in and ran wild as Finn Balor did end up getting control. We thought the Judgment Team were double teaming Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker was able to hit a double suplex with both Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio at the same time. And then Finn Balor, when he got up, was able to rake the eyes of Braun Breaker, but that didn't faze Braun Breaker, who hit a sprinting clothesline. And then Braun Breaker was able to tag Penta for a double team. 1-2 saved by Dominic Mysterio, but then Penta hit a kick, and he attempted a Mexican Destroyer, which did not work out. And then Braun Breaker went to go spear Finn Balor, I believe. Finn Balor got out of the way, and Braun Breaker ended up spearing Penta. Dominic was able to take down Braun Breaker. And then Finn Balor was able to go to the top rope, hit coup de grace on Penta, 1, 2, 3. The Judgment Day was able to defeat Penta and Braun Breaker via pinfall. And then we had Adam Pearce talking with Chad Gable in the back. And right after that, the Outlaw Academy showed up, and Adam Pearce and the Outlaw Academy were talking. Then we saw Braun Breaker and Penta arguing backstage after the match. It led to a pushing back and forth, but it got broken up before it really could have turned into a brawl. But we do know that Braun Breaker and Penta are at each other's throats still, even after all of this. But that's how we wrapped up hour 2 of Monday Night Raw. This week's episode of Monday Night Raw was live from London, England, as we was reminded many times throughout the evening, and we kicked off our number 3 with the phenomenal AJ Styles. Came out to the ring, and he said, let's just cut to the chase. Logan Paul, get out here. And right after he said that, Logan Paul's music hit, and Logan Paul came to the ring. They did end up forgiving each other for what happened at the Royal Rumble, but then Logan Paul started calling everybody in the arena broke, and that ended up leading to a brawl between AJ Styles and Logan Paul, and AJ ended up beating Logan out of the ring. But Logan Paul ended up getting back in there, hitting a pulverizer on AJ Styles, as Logan Paul ended up standing tall in their segment on Monday Night Raw. And then we went to the main event of the evening for the Women's World Championship. The champion Io Sky defending against the challenger Rhea Ripley, with Bianca Belair as the special guest referee. And Io was in control of this match early. They ended up seeing a swing fest between Io and Rhea. And Rhea ended up getting the shoulders in the corner. But Io Sky was able to get control off of a distraction from Bianca Belair when both women started to exchange pinfalls, which really gave Bianca Belair a workout. The commentary desk was really focused on Bianca Belair being a referee, I felt, more than the match itself. But Io Sky was able to hit a drop kick on Rhea, but Rhea was able to respond with a clothesline, and both women were down as we went to the commercial break. And when we returned from the commercial break, Rhea Ripley was in control and arguing with Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley argued arguing with Bianca Belair is what got Io Sky back into the match, and Io Sky was able to hit a drop kick and then hit a top rope missile drop kick, followed it up with a suicide dive as Rhea was slammed into the apron. Io Sky was able to reverse, and both women were able to return back to the ring by the count of 8. And then when they started to rise to their feet, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley started slugging it out. Io Sky getting the better of that exchange, but Rhea Ripley was able to reverse. Io Sky was able to reverse, and then was able to hit a stomp. Io Sky went to the top rope. Rhea joined back in and tried to hit a Samoan drop. It looked devastating from the top rope. Io went to go pin Rhea 1-2 kick out. And then Io Sky was able to hit a bullet train attack. Then Io Sky went to the top rope, hit a dive, but Rhea Ripley blasted her with a headbutt for a 1-2 kick out. And then Rhea Ripley attempted Riptide, reversed it into the Razor's Edge, and then hit a running knee for a 1-2 kick out. And then Rhea Ripley attempted a second Riptide, which Io Sky rolled up for a 1-2 kick out. And then Rhea Ripley accidentally took out Bianca Belair. Rhea Ripley hit Riptide, no referee. So by the time we did get the referee, it was a 1-2 kick out. And then Rhea Ripley ended up slapping Bianca Belair. And then Io Sky accidentally drop kicked Bianca Belair. At that point, Bianca Belair was out of the ring, and she threw the match out, ruled it a double disqualification as Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair started to brawl. Io Sky was able to hit a suicide dive, but when we got back into the ring, Rhea Ripley went off. Rhea Ripley hit a riptide on Bianca Belair, followed it up with a riptide on Io Sky, and then Rhea Ripley took Bianca Belair to the second rope and hit a riptide from there as well, as Rhea Ripley was standing tall with the Women's World Championship to end this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. And that was the 2025 WWE Raw Recap episode 12, which was live from London, England, as we was reminded many times throughout the evening. What was your favorite moment of Monday Night Raw? Let me know down in the comment section below. You want to say hi? You want to talk about wrestling? Just post a comment down in the comment section below, and I read and reply to every positive message I see. Don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, go smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future videos. And if you want to see some more of me, Nikki D, then go check out another one of my videos, because I got hours of content that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I'm Nikki D. This is the Nikki D channel, and I will see all of y'all beautiful people next time. Bye, y'all.